So I'm going to talk to you about prioritizing your business over the finance. Doesn't mean that I'm going to say that the financial side of the business isn't important. Of course it is. Duh. I mean, how else are you going to run a business if you're not making money? But what I'm talking about is that in order to maximize your financial side of your business, you need to have an effective, strong business coordination. Okay, so the likes of your administration, your scheduling, your accounts, how you keep track of your money and your workload, and how you're going to get about it evenly, and make sure that you're not traveling to and from jobs more than you have to, so you're cutting down on your costs. Those are very, very important things, and they come first more than the money. And this is the example I'm going to give you as to why. You see, you could have 300 say for instance you had 350 customers per month that needed to be done. Whether it's lawn care, window cleaning, whatever, it doesn't matter. The principle is the same no matter what, right? So if you've got 350 customers, let's just say for argument's sake that you get paid £10 or $10 per customer. That gives you a total per month of £3,500 or dollars. Okay, spread that out over the year, you have a total of £42,000 or dollars. Now that's on paper, that's a pretty good business. That's a pretty consistent and efficient money wise. It looks great, but that's on paper. So unless you have a good structure in place on the business side to support that, then the 42,000 can quickly devalue. Okay, so if you're not very good at scheduling, say for instance you forget a number of your customers, 1 month, and then in 4 months time you forget the same customer again for another month. So what you could end up with is that on paper you've missed that customer 2, 3, 4 times a year. Okay, now if you multiply that over the number of customers that you have, your £42,000 or dollars quickly drops. Okay, there's a guy I know, and the reason why I'm using this example is because there's a guy I know. He was a window cleaner and he had about 350 customers, and he was so bad at the business side of his business, the administration and the keeping track of everything and the scheduling and organization part of his business, that at times a number of his customers he was falling behind about 2-3 months. As in, like, say for instance we're in April now and you're talking about May, June, July. It wasn't until July or August that he was going back to that customer to do their windows. So on paper, now he had about 350, that's why I was using that figure. He had about 350 customers, and I could easily say that because of how bad he ran his business, that the £42,000 he was getting per year would quickly drop down. I would say he was getting somewhere in the 20,000. Now he was so bad at business he thought that his business was much bigger than it actually was, that he had 2 part-time employees. So now he has to take the cost of running the business out first, then he has to take the cost of the first employee and the cost of the second employee, and that's before he takes a penny for himself. So this is why it's important that you have a good structure first, that you're effective at your administrating of your business and your scheduling and your workload. Like I said, so he fell behind 2-3 months, so his business drastically dropped in value. On paper it looked well, but because he was rubbish at keeping up to date with his customers, he was damaging his reputation for one. He was giving the customer a reason not to have confidence in him because he wasn't consistent. So the next guy that comes along, they see a window cleaner on the street or somebody knocks on their door, they're going to be very tempted to take that offer, because if you're not good at your business first. So that's why business is more important than the money. You've got to have that first. It goes hand in hand, but you need to prioritize your effectiveness at the business in order to maximize your money side of the business. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.